Chat, you should hear me in both of your ears now. This should improve my ability to slowly burrow into your mind. Yeah, okay, sweet. Fantastic. You see, the trick to streaming is to just start off with such a dysfunctional stream that it's like it's hardly even working at all, and then any amount of improvement whatsoever is perceived as this like monumental achievement. So the chat's going fucking crazy right now. Okay, fantastic. So we're doing an art review. Okay, I want to see votes here. So this was the composition I gave them. I said make a thumbnail like this. I gave them some images of the character, and then I gave them some images of some monsters. Okay. So this is the first thumbnail we have. Oh, this is actually the thumbnail I use. I think personally, I think this is the best one. This is my. There are some good ones, but I really like this one. Yeah. So composition, character, monsters, first thumbnail. Yeah, I know. I'm a pro streamer. I'm a YouTuber. I don't stream. Yeah, I think this one's good. I like the line work. It's like it's bold, but it's like also fairly simple, and I like the colors. You know what I mean? Reggie, I needed gunpowder to eat. This guy's been commenting on my videos for a while about eating gunpowder, and yeah, I like people that have a like consistency in their bit. I enjoy it. Anyway, this is my personal favorite. There's some other good ones. This one, this one only cost me $50. I think this is phenomenal for $50. I actually paid the person double because I was like so pleased with it. So that was very good. Solid 6 out of 10 for art and 8 out of 10 for a thumbnail. Yeah, well that's the thing, right? Is like what you need out of a thumbnail is not at all the same as what you need out of like a piece of, you know, like really detailed art. Okay, so that one's pretty good. This one is one of the most expensive ones that I paid for out of everything. So this is $150. And you see, this is kind of the difference. Like on a technical level, I'm not an artist. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. On a technical level, this is like really well done. Like, but I find that the thick lines on this just translate so much better towards a thumbnail, right? Because when we zoom out like this, you can still see what that is. We zoom out on this, it's just not, it's not quite clear. And you know, this is all to say, like I think this is great. This is way better than anything I could do. But it's just so interesting to see. Like I paid triple for this one, and it's just like a very different approach. And this is not me trying to roast anyone's art. I'm just genuinely like fascinated by this experience that I've had. Okay, so this one was one of the most expensive ones. I think it's decent, but not my personal favorite. This next one, this was for $30. I actually still have to pay that guy. I like this one, except the only part is like, is this a cock? Is this just a man's flaccid penis on my thumbnail? I think it's supposed to be like a groin protector, but I was a little leery about using it. I do like I like the Dark Souls kind of, I don't know what this is, but the text, very Dark Souls-esque. You know what? I enjoyed this one though because the person that made it for me, I needed these thumbnails done like in a hurry, like I needed them done ASAP, and this was one of the first ones that like the person really worked hard to get this to me quickly, and I appreciated that. Okay, so this one was $30. I think, you know, for $30, sure. Um, this one, the person didn't finish it yet, so I'm not sure, and I don't even remember what I agreed to pay them. I think it looks pretty like sweet. Like look at that helmet looks awesome. I really want to see this with some coloring and some shading. Um, I would like to see. I'd like to see maybe some more monsters, but it's hard to judge this one It's hard to judge this one since it's not finished, but this one looked pretty good. The best bang for your buck so far, yeah, the third one. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, so a lot of people are saying this has a lot of potential, and I tend to agree. I think with like a little bit of tweaking, and if the colors come out right, it'd be very good. Yeah, this little guy is crying. He's losing his mind. Okay, then we have this one for $30. It's not finished. You know what though? I had already decided. Like which thumbnail I was gonna use. So I was just like, you know what, man? I'm not gonna make you finish this. But you know, this is again hard to judge because not only is it unfinished, it's still got like the checkerboard PNG background. But that was interesting. This one was really cool. This was like a unique style. I enjoyed this one. Oh, dude, we're gonna be looking at so many fucking gigantic boobs this stream. Like, that's the one consistent thing across every artist made the Lancer's tits like gigantic. Yeah, yeah, but I really like the style of this one. It's kind of like an old, like medieval illustration. You know what I mean? So I enjoy it. It's very like two-dimensional, but it works. I think it's cool. I think it's very nice. And this one was $45. Thumbnail 7. Look at that. I can't tell if that's a man's chest and he's just ripped, or if I'm not sure what I'm looking at. The border is a great touch. Yeah, I thought the border was nice as well. What do you guys think about this one? Squishy. Meet Canyon art. Imagine if iShowSpeed's name was I Do Speed. That's, yeah. YouTube gonna demonetize that one. I watched Reggie when I wanted to kill myself from depression. 10 out of Nice. Nice. I think this one's pretty cool. I think that the line work is like there's some bold lines there that I'm a fan of. Character's big, you can see her from a distance. I think the monsters need like the monsters could have been placed a little more effectively somehow. But yeah, it's missing the speed logo as well. Some of these are like not entirely finished, but this one was $40. I think for $40, like this is pretty good artwork. You know what I mean? Okay, so that one. I think this is my second favorite, I think. Look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's a little like desaturated almost, but I kind of love it. Like even the monsters, like the way he drew the goblin's nose and like the eyes and like just everything looks phenomenal. I don't know what the hell's happening to the slime. Oh, the slime's being picked up by the skeleton. That's great. This is this is probably my second favorite. I was very close to using this one. The artist that made this one, it was kind of funny because originally I was going to tell them, I was going to be like, oh man, like just draw like the girl because I wanted the female Lancer. But the artist was so good at drawing massively muscled men that I was like, oh, I'll just go crazy and do what you're comfortable with. I want to see if I can find you some of his work. He's really fucking good. Let me see. Yeah, let's see this. Yeah, so this is some more of his work. So you can see it's just like Sire Buffimus Bigamous Bob. So this artist is just really comfortable drawing ridiculously proportioned men with very cute faces. So I decided to like steer into that direction, and I think it worked. I think this one's quite good. This one was $80, which is also really affordable, I would say. Let's see here. What's next? Okay, so that was thumbnail 8, so we'll go to 9. This one was one of the more expensive ones as well. This one was $140. and it's different. I like the bold lines are good. The colors are nice. Like feedback, and then they actually made me a different thumbnail that was much closer to what I was looking for. So they adapted to the prompt effectively on the second time. And again, this was, you know, they did it for free. So what can you say about that? I like what they did with the background. They like a lot of the artists didn't, they went with black. This guy like envisioned the scene. Yeah, this one's making me goon too. God, I'm getting worked up just thinking about it. I wish I had the Photoshop file because this is just a PNG. But if I had the Photoshop file, I could actually like take this apart and see where he got all the body parts from. Because you can see this is just like some dude's chest, and then like I could take the helmet off, and yeah, it would be fun. It'd be fun. All right, um, we're gonna play God of Weapons. All right, let's get out of this. What about voting? Well, what do you guys think? Personally, I think that the one I used in the thumbnail is the actual best. The last one's the best. Okay. Let us vote on the most goonable. Third one. The last one. Okay, it seems like it's a tie between the last one and the one that I actually used in the video. Let's be honest. If left to a vote, most of us are going for the male one. Yeah, dude, I was talking to my contact with Gamer Subs. By the way, they're doing a sale right now. It says 10% off in the corner of the screen, but it's actually 22% off, I think, until the 9th. But I was talking to my contact, and he was like, "Listen, man, like I think you're really close to getting your own like shaker cup." And he's like excited. He like wants me to get the shaker cup, which I appreciate. But he doesn't realize that I'm literally going to make it just like a buff homosexual man. Like probably covered in some kind of white slime. It'll be like, not semen, it's slime. But we tell him that after the papers have been signed. Anyway, for now we're going to play God of Weapons. Okay. So now we can do a vote here. Let's see. I'm gonna give you guys 4 characters, and then you'll vote on which one you want me to play, and we'll go from there. Okay. I am a good streamer. I know how to make votes. I put the fool on screen for exactly 1 frame, and then the chat just starts exploding with the fool. People are unbelievable. Okay, here we go. Start a poll. Okay, so option 1 will be Barbarian. Option 2 will be Warlock. Option 3 can be King, and option 4 can be Juggernaut. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, the voting has commenced, ladies and gentlemen. Please cast your ballots. You, due to a technical clerical error, the fool was not. He's not one of the options. I don't know what happened there. Jeez. Wow, this is actually really even, except the Barbarian. No one wants the Barbarian. I'm gonna let you all in on a personal thing in my life. Something that I like to do to people is to ask them, very strange and elaborate hypothetical situations, and I've never had access to more people at the same time than I do right now. So I'm going to ask all of you collectively the same hypothetical question. It looks like the Juggernaut is going to win, although the Warlock... Okay, we'll give it a few more votes. While we're waiting, I want you guys to take this seriously, because this is a serious question. I'm going to give you 2 options, and you have to choose one of the 2 options. Okay? Option A. Every vegetable within a 5-kilometer radius of you comes to life. It, like, animates. Like, it sprouts little tiny cartoon arms and legs. They come to life, and they try to kill you. Every vegetable in the 5-kilometer radius. That's option A. Or option B is that every fruit in a 5-kilometer radius comes to life and tries to kill you. And I want you to pick one of them. Okay, so it's vegetables or fruit. And really, it just comes down to, like, would you rather fight a pumpkin or would you rather fight a watermelon? So watermelon certainly is a fruit. Most people seem to think that they can take the vegetables. I don't know, guys. Like, there's some gourds out there that could give me a run for my money. And I'll even go a little further. Sometimes in October, people will have competitions to grow the largest pumpkin, right? And those things can get like 200 pounds. You imagine a 200-pound pumpkin fucking knocking at your door? He's gonna crush your skull. He's gonna, like, do that thing where he wraps his thighs around your head and pops it like a grape. It's not good. Is eggplant a veggie? What, are you concerned about being raped by an eggplant? At least that's the right shape, man. I'd be more concerned about being raped by a fucking pineapple. God damn, son. Make it another vote. Okay, you're right. You're so right. So we're gonna play Warlock, and then I'm gonna make this a vote. Start a poll. Survive against animated. Okay, there it is. This is the new poll. So we decided we're doing Warlocks. So to reiterate, if anyone's unfamiliar with what we're voting on, you have two options. Every fruit in a 5-kilometer radius becomes animated and it wants to kill you. It will sacrifice itself. They will organize, like little bundles of grapes will organize, and they'll try to break into your apartment and kill you. They'll, block your windpipe, or they'll just punch you to death. So every fruit does that, or every vegetable does that. And I mean, if you live, first of all, it depends on your climate. If you're in a tropical area, there could be a lot of fruit. If you're on a farm, there could be vegetables. If you're near a grocery store, you're just fucked. Okay, so let's look at this. Most people think that they would rather survive against the fruit. That's interesting. Although maybe I'm not sure if you guys are choosing logically. Are you choosing the thing that you think you could survive against the easiest, or are you just like you think it would be more fun to play like real life Fruit Ninja with like high stakes? I live in England, so there's barely either of those here. Okay, nice, nice. I am in the tropical environment, but there's still cucumbers in the store down the street. Yeah, I would be massacred by fields worth of potatoes. Yeah, dude, potatoes are pretty hardy. I think they give you a tough time. And you also have to think about, because I've talked to my friends about this. My friend, he thinks this is bullshit. He was asking me, well, how strong are the fruits and vegetables? Because you have to power scale this somehow, because they're not exactly, we don't have a baseline to go off of. So I said, however much the fruit weighs, however much the fruit or vegetable weighs, multiply that by 10, and that's like its power. Like that's how much physical like force it can output. But then the issue with that is that if they have these little tiny like tiny arms, then like the PSI on that is insane. So they could just punch a hole through your chest. It's very concerning. I have a sledgehammer next to me. I will survive. Thank you for $2. Cuber King. That's another question. Is what weapon are you gonna use? You got if you got coconuts launching themselves at you like cannonballs, like I don't know. It's not gonna be good. Okay, so it looks like the vegetables lost, or rather, people would rather survive against the fruits. Crying as I fight onions. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you see, here's another modifier too, is that I thought about, is like maybe we could employ like scare tactic, like psychological warfare against the fruits and vegetables. Like maybe if if I was being attacked by like a bunch of bananas and some grapes, like maybe I could just like take a handful of grapes and like smash them into my face and like rub their entrails all over my body. And would that like psychologically terrify the bananas? Could that work? Because you're certainly outnumbered. You're gonna have to get creative. Okay, we're going to play the Warlock. First, I'm going to get some water because I usually don't I don't talk this much. I usually just sit down and I rock back and forth quietly as I edit videos. So the talking it's doing a number on me. Fruits get super mushy when hot. Easy dub. Thanks for the $5, man. And 6'4" Crusader. Do pine cones count? That's the only thing close, but I don't. I don't think pine cones are a fruit. Are they? I don't think. I don't think so. Although they are like, is a pine cone a seed? I don't fucking know. All I know is fucking YouTube. I have to stop pretending to talk about horticulture. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is I have water. The bad news is you're all going to have to listen to a very wet mouth for the rest of the stream. Something that you don't really realize until you start recording voiceover is like your mouth makes a lot of weird and unsatisfying noises. A lot of like weird squelches and clicks and yeah. And now you are going to be on the receiving end of it. And it's not just going to be in your left ear. It's going to be my wet mouth in both of your ears. You can talk to your psychiatrist about it. I don't care. $50 donation from Dominic Simpson. Thank you so much, Dominic. I appreciate it. All right, so now we have three options. I can play. You guys have forced me to play the Warlock, but I can play the Warlock, the Shaman, or the Vial. Huh. Okay, let's let's do the Shaman because he gets plus 50% area of effect. And then maybe we can just like nuke the entire map. Oh wait. Oh, this is such a shitty starting item. I'm gonna literally sell this as soon as we could fucking get in there. Okay, we've got the Ice Wand. We're going to go on the highest difficulty. What are we voting for? Oh, you want to vote for what I play? You fucking democratic pig dogs. Fine, we'll vote. I'm gonna give you exactly... This is going to be the quickest vote in the entire world, so you better already have your fucking mind made up. You're gonna have three options. Warlock. Shaman. Vial. Five, four, three, two. Okay, it's not too late to change your mind, guys. It's not too late to pick Shaman. It's not. I've noticed a lot of you are misclicking Vial. You guys fucking suck. Okay, I guess I'm playing Vial. Alright. This is terrible. So I get one more magic power for every one vitality, but I become profoundly unlucky for every 5 vitality. This is gonna suck. I'm just gonna pick a lot of life-stealing items, I think. Hey Reggie, you should do a crossover with SMI77Y with one of your videos. I truly feel like you guys can make... I don't know who that is. That's not me trying... That's not like a Conor McGregor moment where I'm like, who the fuck is that guy? I genuinely don't know who that is. Okay, you know what? For the next 17 seconds, I'm going to ignore all of you. Because I'm being chased by hordes of white men. Oh, I need a mod that turns these guys into vegetables. Vegetables and fruits. Okay. Reggie, you should do a crossover with me instead because you know me. We've been best pals since birth. Well, that's an interesting approach. My best friend, I actually have known him since preschool. But he doesn't go by Chung, unless he's doing like a late game mix up to his identity here. When's the next Kenshi video? Oh, I don't know. Probably. Fuck, put that desk there. It's not going to be for a while. I'll tell you that. Okay. All right. So we just expanded our inventory. We need to get vitalities. What we need to get. And all the sharp items that I can find. Magic power is good. We'll take that. my god, I'm so good at this fucking game. The amount of attention I pay to you guys is about to fucking nosedive as I become slowly enamored with this game that I've already played 100 times. Lots of love from New Mexico. Thank you, dude. You set the game as Vampire Survivors. No, that would be YouTube. See, I didn't set the game at all because I'm a fucking hack. But you see, this is why you have a second channel. It's because you can do things on the second channel under the guise of being like, oh well, it's the second channel. It doesn't matter. $2. Reggie, why'd you get rid of Kenshi Zombie series? Thanks for the donation, Toby. I got rid of a lot of... Well, I just unlisted a lot of content that used to be on my channel because it just didn't really, like, fit with... Didn't really fit with what I was doing. You know, like, that was all live commentary, no editing, no writing. It's just very different than what I'm doing now. Hey Reggie, this looks fun. I recommend checking out the game Fear and Hunger. I think you could make some great content out there if you like turn-based RPGs. I do. Oh my god, Troopin's here. Troopin 2, apparently. Very nice. Very nice. I made Troopin a character in that Kenshi video, and I called him Polish, because he is. And I got so many angry comments from Polish people. They were like, the word Troopin is not the Polish. Like, you fucking morons don't even know who your king is? You don't even know about King Troopin? And you claim to be Polish? This is preposterous. Look at all these items that were being offered are just fucking garbage. Oh, great. This is... You don't always get the mosquito room, but when you do get the mosquito room, you really get it. I also have a gigantic microphone obscuring about 75% of my screen right now, so this is like probably the same as if I was trying to play the game while I was drunk. It's quite challenging, but I have an ungodly amount of lifesteal, so we're meandering our way through it. How much money do I have to send for you to relist? Not gonna happen, brother. It's, you know, it's just, I might put them, like, for Patreon or something, just because I don't really do anything for the patrons. Like, I need to add more rewards to my Patreon, so maybe I'll do it for the Patreon sometime, but yeah, it just wouldn't make sense for those videos to be on my account, like, at all. Seeing you talk off script is crazy. Yeah, I've had that. Some people have said that to me before. $10. Have you thought about beating off-brand Pokemon into submission in Pal World? You see, I was actually thinking about this the other day. I like Pal World seems like a fun game. It seems kind of like Outward mixed with like a little bit of almost Satisfactory. Like there's just, you know, that kind of automation. The issue with making a video on Pal World is that it's like it doesn't really work for my channel. I don't think, because the funny thing about someone playing a game like, I don't know, like RimWorld or like The Sims, and they play that game and then they do terrible things in it. And what's funny about that is that you don't have to be a terrible person, but you're choosing to be. But in Pal World, it's like that's the whole premise. It's like you're just assumed that you're going to be like a war criminal and you know, abuse the animals and stuff. So it kind of takes the punch out of it when, yeah, you know what I mean? It's just, it's a little different. Yeah, you're worried it's got no subversion. Yeah, basically. I mean, that's what everyone's expecting, right? And there's one thing I don't want to do with my channel is I don't want it to just be like, oh, this game's popular, I have to make a video on it. In fact, the opposite. Like some of my favorite videos are the ones that are on like random games that no one knows about. So, like, if I can think of a cool premise for Pal World, I'll make a video on it. But right now, I'm not sure what that would be. I've also only played it for like an hour, so. Also, the pals aren't really characters per se, so the narrative-driven style doesn't. It's not fun when everyone is doing it. That's true too. That's true too. Reggie takes pleasure in the act of denying good for evil. You've hit the nail on the head. I just love, I love having the option. I love having my personal liberty and then choosing to use it in a bad way. It's way better than not having the, like, just being forced to be bad. You know what I mean? Only catch humans, that could be fun. Yeah, I was actually thinking about something like that. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I should probably get another item at some point. Alright. I need to get some enchanted weapons. This looks like it's going to be a pain in the ass to do Tetris with, but it's an enchanted fire staff, so I'll use it. And some more vitality. So our magic power is increasing. The more belts we have, the more vitality we have, the more... Yeah. Oh, this is cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a good pickup. Our character is exceptionally slow because he's wearing a lot of belts, and they slow him down. We're just gonna ride the perimeter like a nervous child at an ice skating rink, you know? We're not exactly sure what we're doing, we're just trying to survive. Not terrible. How fun was it playing the... Okay, I think you mean to say the Famir mod as Lord Kroll. Lord Kroll was good. I enjoyed that playthrough. The only issue with the custom, like the DLC factions, is like it's hard to get the really creative mechanics for them. Like the faction mechanics are usually not that great. The units, like the models, a lot of fun. The mechanics of the faction, kind of meh. How much money for you to DM Kleeper an image of choice? I already know who's trying. Like, I already know who you are, and I already know what the image is. And thank you for the $5, but I'm not going to send it. Oh, this is a nice staff. Fires a beam of piercing magic. Yes. Pierce me. Penetrate me. Oh shit, I need to get this. Fuck, what am I gonna do? Yeah. Oh, this is all coming together. Please play The Long Dark. I don't know what the fuck that is. I mean, I've heard of it before. I've never played it before. Will you do a live stream again? They're probably in... Oh, this staff is awesome. Yeah, probably. I don't have a schedule. As you can tell, you know, my YouTube, like my main YouTube account doesn't even have a schedule, so live streaming is definitely not going to have a schedule, but I think a big part of YouTube is trying new things, not becoming complacent, so, you know, it's probably worth trying my hand at live streaming a little bit. Oh, I'm getting slammed. Are you planning to do another RimWorld video anytime soon? No. Were you expecting more? Oh my god. Look at that. That's very nice. No, RimWorld's, I don't know. I don't really... We're gonna buy this. And we're gonna lock that. Save it for next shop. Save that too. Save that too. Yeah, RimWorld's fine. It's just like... I think I played it too much. Every time I make a RimWorld video, I start off and I really don't want to do it, and then once I'm like halfway through, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I can make so many RimWorld videos, but It's just kind of repetitive for me at this point. And I don't really have any crazy ideas that I want to do either. So, RimWorld video 2025, we'll say. Man, I really wish I wasn't so slow, and I really wish everyone didn't want to kill me. Oh, God. Oh. Don't clip that noise. Oh, man, I'm getting pieced up. I just keep shooting these people in the head, and they just get angrier and angrier. It's like, what the hell? Okay, let's expand the inventory. Let's expand the inventory intelligently. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we now have 3 sickles, a scythe, and 2 very low quality staffs. Very nice. So if anyone's unfamiliar with this game, it's literally just Vampire Survivors, but with like Tetris inventory management and, you know, you're just trying to accumulate as many weapons as possible to survive. Oh my god. We're going to die. I'm way too slow. Why did I greenlight this in my head? Ow. You know, I say this, but I'm doing pretty good on my health. My health is it's maxed out the entire floor. Maybe I'm too hard on myself. No, I'm not. French cheese, the best. Are you guys having a cheese debate while I'm fighting for my life. I'm shooting fireballs out of my fucking ass, and you guys are talking about cheese. Is that going to be the next poll? What's the best cheese? Need something good. Oh. Tier 2 staff. It's not bad. Chocolate chocolate cherry goat cheese? No. No. Just goat cheese itself is like, you know, you're playing a dangerous game. You start adding chocolate and cherry? No. Behead this man immediately. Okay, so let's assess our situation here. We are maxing our vitality to improve our magic power. And it's working. So I'm going to buy this. My magic power goes from 29 to 36. It's not so bad. I'm really running low on inventory space. I need to get rid of some of these sickles. I need to like consolidate them by upgrading them. We'll figure something out. Oh, since we're on the topic of cheese, I'll tell a story about one of my friends. It's really quite simple. The first job that my friend ever had was at, it was working in like a chip wagon, you know, so they sell like fries. So it's just like it's a food truck, right? And, he got fired from it because they sold poutines mostly. And, they just had this big gigantic bucket. It was like a 4-foot tall bucket that was just filled with mozzarella. And he just he just kept like reaching a handful in and like eating it by the fistful. He just kept eating fistfuls of mozzarella. And I think he ate like, they worked it out. It was like 5 pounds of mozzarella during his shift. And then he got really sick and he threw up. And then they were like, you're not a good fit for this company. It was a good way to go out. I wish that all of my jobs could have been terminated by me throwing up 5 pounds of mozzarella, you know, in a parking lot. This is a sacrifice that I would like to make. I've been like purely, I've been purely mediocre at every job that I've ever done. I've never been bad enough that you could justify firing me, but god damn it, you're not giving me Employee of the Month. Although one time I got hit by a car, and I called my work and I was like, look, dude, I don't think I can come in today. I just got hit by a car. And then my boss was like, oh, really? Because, like, I'd really appreciate if you did come in. I don't know, maybe he didn't believe me. So then I was like, well, I guess I could theoretically work. So then I went into work. And, you know, I was, like, limping around and stuff. And the only thing that was getting me through the shift was I was like, oh, man, I'm a shoo-in for Employee of the Month now. Like, I'm definitely going to clutch this. Like, there's no competition. There's no competing against this. Didn't fucking win it. They gave it to someone else. And that's when I knew the world was against me. That's when I knew we had to burn it all down. Why did you get hit by a car? I don't know. There was just an old guy driving this. It was like a fucking SUV. And he was coming up like a blind crest. So it's hard to see what's at the top. And what was at the top is I was at the top in a crosswalk. And he just fucking like ran me down. And then he you know, to his credit, he stopped. And he was like, oh, dude, you came out of nowhere. And which is a funny thing to say to someone after they've been hit by a car that literally came out of nowhere. But I was like, listen, dude, you have to be more careful. I was, like, not that hurt. I was not that injured. So I was like, just get the fuck out of here. But, in hindsight, I probably should have sued him and made a lot of money. But, you know, we all have our mistakes in life. Are you a gooner or an edger? That depends on the day of the week. Like, a good Wednesday gooning it can do a lot for you. You know, because that's hump day. You need something to get you through the week. Just goon for like 3 to 4 hours. How's our magic doing here? $5 Australian. When is the next team up with Troopin? I'm not gonna say that, but Troopin and the boys, always funny to watch. Oh, I hang out with them usually once every week or two. We all get together and play games. But sometimes, oh my god, can we upgrade this? Yes, we can. Sweet. Sometimes the things that we play, you know, it just doesn't translate effectively into a video. So, you know, it's hard to say exactly. Thank you for the $5, though. Oh, this is big. This is huge. Imagine. Imagine being one of 450 people that are sitting here watching a grown man discuss the merits of fighting vegetables versus fighting fruits. What a time to be alive. I don't think I'll be alive for much longer, though. This floor... Oh, this floor! Yeah, this floor sucks. This one, when they introduced the first... Okay, no! Oh, this is bad. They introduced these, like, these little, wolf men. They hurt a lot. I have to survive 20 more seconds? Not a chance, bro. Not a chance. Oh, but maybe if I get this invincibility. Okay, we got some life stealing. Evasive maneuvers. Walking directly into enemies. That's just what I've come to expect from you, Reggie. 5. Oh my god, does he do it? The Subversive Artist. Wow. Clearly a furry developer. Well, I appreciate them at least waiting until floor 10 to show their true colors. Because by that point, it's too late. You can't refund the game. You played too much of it. Okay. Just embrace the pain, Reggie. Oh, buddy. I am the pain. And I'm going to, you know what's really funny? I was going to threaten you, but then it made me think about all of the times I like to watch UFC sometimes, and the people like they try to be threatening. The fighters, they try to be threatening, but sometimes they're just really not eloquent people. They're not well spoken. Their oratory skills leave something to be desired, and there's a lot of there's a lot of really like horribly botched threats that have been made from UFC fighters. A lot of them like they try to sound scary, but then it sounds sexual. I'll see if I can find a compilation of it after this video. We can watch it together. Reggie, are your parents proud of you? I don't know. You know, I'll tell you one story though. When I had to tell, eventually I had to tell my parents what I did for, money. Because I graduated university and they were like, "Well, you're not working a job, so what are you doing?" And then I told them it was YouTube. And they of course thought that, "Oh, this kid's retarded. He's going to well, first of all, I'm going to die right now." But they thought I was throwing my life away. Maybe I am, I don't know. But then after I told them, I was like, "No, see, like, you can make pretty good money on YouTube." Then they went from thinking that I was an idiot to thinking that I was dealing drugs. In fact, I think that they still probably have like a 20% in the back of their mind belief that I'm a drug dealer. Because to them, like, they don't understand, like, getting paid to make videos, like, it just doesn't add up. This kid is, he's definitely selling fentanyl. Ladies and gentlemen, do we want the flame wand or the staff of fireball? This is an important question. What you chugging there, Reggie? Oh, I'm just chugging some good old water. I see one person vote for Fireball, one person vote for Wand, and then I see someone making a sexual joke about balls. So we're gonna go with the Fireball. Lovely. Oh, does this? I need 3. Fuck, my inventory is destroyed, man. Oh, the fucking Flame Wand level. Okay, we gotta make room for this. It's gotta happen. You're out. You're in. That's level 4. You gotta take it. Missed opportunity for ad read. Yeah, I know. I don't have it in me. It's something you don't realize, but like speaking at a good volume for more than 10 minutes, it fucks your voice. It really genuinely does. Reginald, I'm getting into Warhammer 3. How do you suggest starting? Jesus Christ, Sev, why do you bring this up? You know the firestorm you're going to kick off. Starting in Warhammer 3, I would just say pick a faction that you think like looks cool, just in terms of flavor. This is my approach. I don't want to like min-max the game. I just want to play a faction that I feel cool as. So I would just try to find a faction you feel cool as, and then just start playing. I mean, this is really no right or wrong way to do it. I would recommend against buying all of the DLC immediately because it goes on sale pretty regularly. But oh, okay, I like this new stat. Oh, it's just like a flamethrower. Okay, our odds of survival have just increased substantially, I want to say. My cat just brought home a dead mouse. What should I do with it? You should leave it in your neighbor's mailbox with like a very vague threat. And make the threat, like, magazines? Like, cut out the letters from the magazines to make the threat. So that they can't trace it back to you from handwriting. That's what I would recommend you do. I think that would be smart if you did that. How am I like evading millions of monsters at this move speed? This is embarrassing. Oh my god. Thanks, Reginald. Anytime, buddy. Why is Tom Holland in chat? I don't know. I don't know why Tom Holland is in chat. Reggie, genuine question. What are the biggest inspirations for your brand of comedy other than Oni Plays? Yeah, Sev. Okay, everyone. Sev really doesn't like being called Tom Holland, but he kind of looks like Tom Holland. I don't know if you can see from his profile picture, but yeah, we all like to call him Tom Holland, and then we pinch his nipples, and he freaks out. It's really funny. So if you ever see Sev in real life, call him Tom Holland and pinch his nipples. It's an inside joke, but I'm sure he'll be okay with it. Um, yeah. So inspirations comedically. So there's some obvious ones. I think that like Seth is very funny. Um, he's certainly like is certainly probably like a more talented writer than me. He's like a lot more experimental in his, and maybe that just comes with, oh fuck, adjacent magic power items grant 2+ magic. Oh, we reorganize this whole inventory. Anyway, he's more versatile as a writer than me, and I think that that just comes with time. But so Seth is very good. I like his stuff. I like Nathan For You. That is a show. If anyone has Crave, watch Nathan For You. It's absolutely spectacular. I can't recommend it enough. So Nathan For You is kind of an inspiration. You'll see that in my Hivers video. I made a pretty direct reference to Nathan For You. Kenny versus Spenny is something that I also enjoy quite a bit. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. Kenny versus Spenny, Nathan For You. Martin Cedo Pants is very funny. I think that I think he has like I'm not sure. He has like a kind of an intangible factor that makes it. I can't exactly put my finger on like what specific thing makes him so effective, but he's also quite good. And Oni Plays, like anyone associated with Oni Plays is also quite funny. So yeah, there's a few. Reggie, are we allowed to swear? Well, I don't know, man. It's just me here. I don't have any moderators, so if YouTube auto moderates you, then that's on them. But I'm certainly not going to be moderating you. I just slowly meander my way around into this invincibility power-up, and then I stand still for 5 seconds and regen my health, and then I run away again. The game plan, it's so flawless. I really thought this class was going to suck. It's just not good. It doesn't suck, it's just not good. Reggie, 40k or Age of Sigmar, I want to know. Well, I am, you know what, like 9 times out of 10, I'm just way more of a fantasy person myself. But I will say, 40k has something special about it. I think what I really don't like about science fiction is like the kind of campiness of it, like the cheesy nature. It's like, oh, set phasers to blast, like, that stuff. It makes me cringe. And if you enjoy it, that's fine, but it's just hard for me. It's rock hard. And so, I might pick, in this case, like the grim dark nature of 40k. I might have to go with that. 40k is just so stupid and takes itself so serious it goes around being funny. Well, kind of, but it also has like, it's also genuinely pretty funny. I mean, I think the orcs are like pretty hilarious at times. This looks good. Put that on lock. What's this? Da, 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 da. Yeah, we got some good things. Oh, perfect. I was waiting for one of these forever, and actually I probably missed it several times. Combine this with this with this. Okay, fantastic. Now we got some inventory space. We can fit this demon's fucking head in here. And that. Oh, this is just all, it's going swimmingly, and we have $3,000. How does one man so effortlessly skate through life? Reggie, are you gonna get the new Warhammer game that's coming out this year? Well, I don't even know what game that is, so probably not. Is it like the Space Marine game? I don't enjoy like linear games that much. I get pretty bored with them. I think that's why I stopped playing the last Space Marine game. Oh, okay. Okay, alright. The issue I'm running into right now... Oh, this is really bad. Oh, but what if I hide behind this bookshelf? Oh, bookshelf meta? Bookshelf meta? Okay. Alright. These idiots. Oh, God. That was good for a bit there. The issue I'm running into is, like... I don't regenerate my health naturally. I only have lifesteal. And I don't have a lot of lifesteal. So, I might have to rectify that by acquiring some lifesteal. Bro, I hate people that spend 25 minutes in my store grabbing the same shit over and over again and just not making a single choice. Yeah, that's fair. There should be a rule. Let's make a rule. If someone is in your store for longer than 10 minutes and they haven't decided what they want, you should be able to throw out some suggestions. You have complete legal control over this. You're not going to get in trouble. What punishment is suitable for that crime of being indecisive? What would we recommend? If you touch something, you have to buy it? Oh, but is that like a secret thing where like they don't realize until until they get to the cash register? So like you're just quietly keeping track of every item that they've touched, and then that's kind of like that's kind of terribly evil. Ooh, yes. Adjacent lifesteal items gain 3% lifesteal. Adjacent. This buffs. Okay, everyone, bear with me. I'm going to disassemble my entire fucking inventory just so I can rebuild it around the bat amulet. Okay, you legally own that person. So if someone's in your store for more than 10 minutes and they don't make a decision on what they want to buy, you legally own them. Okay, yeah. Waterboarding, shotgun. Presumably you're just blasting them with buckshot in the chest. That's quite nice. Reverse castration. Interesting. My mind has not thought about the concept of reverse castration, and now I'm trying to perceive it like it's a four-dimensional object, and I'm having a hard time. You get to deport them to space. Nice. Would you consider a totally accurate battle simulator video? I think it would fit your... I have yeah, I've made a video on totally accurate battle simulator before, but I had to unlist it for various reasons. Lock them in a cage where all they have is a PC that is stuck on Skyrim, and when they beat the campaign, they can be let free. That's nice, that's nice. Alright, let's rebuild here. So, I need lifesteal items adjacent to this, and also vitality items. Well, maybe the lifesteal is more important. Oh, this is actually not going to be that bad. Not going to be that great. It's not going to be that bad. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Who cares? Oh, it's lifesteal items. I see, I see. Okay, let's do this. Yes. Nice. Okay, I could get this horn. Someone donated 10,000. I don't know what currency that is. Okay, Google, tell me what's a W. No, no, no. Google. What do I need Google for? Chat, what is a W? Thank you for your 10,000 W's. That's Korean wons. Oh. Thank you. Sometimes I fantasize about going to Korea and running around on all fours, shaking my head like a rabid dog and biting people, you know? Just out there with the boys. I think it'd be great because you know what, especially if you went to like a rural place, like if you went to like rural Japan, like I feel like they don't have like a really great concept of Westerners. So like they might just think that's normal. They might just be like, "Oh man, these people from Canada are fucking nuts." Oh, big, huge. This is huge. I'm fluctuating between believing that this run is going to end at any second and feeling immensely confident. Why did I buy this? Why do I own this? Does nothing for my entire build. Pay attention, Reggie. Throwing away the championship out here. Jesus, bud. Flame wand? Fucking tempting. They can't fit it though. Lock it. I'll lock it and pretend that I'll fit it next time. This is good. Yes. Okay, we've made some pretty substantial upgrades here, so I fancy our odds of survival. Let's see what everyone's saying. Hey Reggie, do you ever plan on making a video of Hollow Knight? No. Never played it. And you know what? Sometimes those like this game was very difficult to make a video on. And I think like those roguelikes, you know, it's it's quite challenging in the editing process. I have a much easier time with videos or with games where you can kind of like, you know, auto save or like not even just for save scumming or anything, but just because when I'm editing, I can load up the save and then I can get a new shot. Like I can get a shot, right? I can find the right footage. Okay, so there's a giant boss in the corner of the map. There's two giant bosses, and they're flailing themselves towards me, quite menacingly. Unfortunately for them, I'm just fast enough to slowly meander my way out of their reach while detonating bombs in my wake. So, it's just a shame for them. Oh, man, I'm definitely going to die. Oh, ugh. Okay. We got to floor 15. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Are you aware that the near entirety of your Discord is Jewish? I'm aware that the near entirety of my Discord is actually unironically homosexual. That's not a joke. Like, I think if I took a poll right now, we'd be blasting past 70% homosexuality in the server. Okay. It's going to be another vote. It's going to be another vote. Juggernaut, Hunter, Juggernaut, Hunter, King, Priest. Here we go. Next class. Okay, the poll is up. Cast your vote. I will manipulate the results accordingly in the back end of YouTube. Is there a mobile version of this game? I don't know. Seems like there could be. Although I'd really hate to do the Tetris on a phone. It'd be terrible. When are we going to play Tarkov again? Sev, I've asked you to play Tarkov with me, and you said, no, these servers are too bad. It's my impression of Sev. Okay, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait exactly 10 more seconds. Juggernaut. Looks like the Juggernaut's winning by a mile. Alright, yeah. I don't see any of the other classes making a comeback. We're going to play the Juggernaut. Let's go ahead and listen. This time, I'm taking your democratic rights. You're not voting on the second class. I'm picking it. We're going to be the Golem. Purely because the Golem has minus 30% move speed, and I don't have to move. I build him so I can stand perfectly still, and then I can just read chat. Yeah, we're doing Golem. Yeah, you can't stop me. Okay. Adjacent melee weapons gain 1 damage for each 2 armor. Oh, easy. Easily. Additional 2 armor when standing still. Yeah, we're going to take the halberd. Look how lovely this is. We're so fucking slow. Alright, can we beat this floor without moving a fucking muscle? Let's... Okay, already can tell that we're not going to, so I'm going to start moving. Although... the difference between me moving and not moving is pretty slight. Look how gimped out my dash is. It's just a little shuffle. Wow, my guy's terribly fat. Alright. You know what? I see someone mentioned Troopin's name, and I would just like to say, I'd like to go on record in saying that I have challenged Troopin, and I mean, I'm serious about this. I have challenged Troopin to a bare knuckle boxing match, and I would just like to say that his silence has been deafening. Haven't heard back from him. You know what I mean? Okay. Adjacent to melee weapons gain 1 damage for each 2 armor. Ooh, I do like this. The look of this cleaver. It's kind of hot. Yeah, I think I want this cleaver. How high do you rate yourself on the acoustic level? Yeah, we're there. We're on the scale for sure. Like, you know what? It's just I don't want to think that I'm autistic, but when you've had so many people in your life joke about you being autistic, then it's like you start to question that yourself. I mean, it would explain some things. Alright, what are we doing here? I need armor. Stay on track, Reggie. Acquire armor. Don't let them distract you. Build your armor empire. There we go. 4 armor. No problem. Nice. Ooh, yes. This one too. 12 armor. Oh, fuck yeah. Reggie, are you homosexual? Bi to match your Discord? Well, I'm just saying. Um, I kind of like to leave that ambiguous. You know, I like the mystery of it. Because, you know, like, I try not to take cues from Adolf Hitler, but sometimes, and hear me out here, like, I think that he had an air of mystery about him, right? Like, he didn't even tell people too publicly about his girlfriend, right? And so it was intriguing. So, you know, I think that I can't answer too many questions about my personal life. All right. Oh, sweet. More armor. Yeah, this is coming together pretty good. I like this. A great hammer. Yeah, we'll probably want to buy that at some point. Oh, fuck. Never mind. Yeah, this is what I want. Great axe. Yeah, so I'll put it in right here. Yeah, that'll be fantastic. Just have to get my inventory a little bit bigger. So the goal is to make a build where I can just stand perfectly still. Now, unfortunately, we're not quite there yet. I need more weapon output because right now the weapon types I'm using, they're called mighty and they don't attack very quickly. So once I get like 5 or 6 of them, just the raw you know, the RPM will be high enough for me to stand still. Because I'm one-shotting everything. It's just a matter of fire rate, you know what I mean? Ah, fuck. Oh wait, no? Did he save it? Yeah, okay. This is great. I'm going flawlessly. Okay, let me read some comments. Reggie, what is your favorite book? Also, try and get Exquisite Fan Tier 4 because you get 60% dodge for standing still. Yeah, you get some late game. The standing still build is actually very effective. What's my favorite book? Hmm. I'm looking at a bookshelf full of books that I have read exactly 3 pages out of each one. I think the book that I like the idea of the most is Guns, Germs, and Steel. Like I enjoy that. If you're unfamiliar with the premise of Guns, Germs, and Steel, it's a book that tries to examine why certain countries have developed in the way that they have. Not even just countries, certain regions. So why is Africa generally poor? Why did, Europeans become such a dominant power during, whatever fucking century? So it doesn't just look at it from like a political perspective. It looks at like the type of animals that were present in these regions, like the minerals, the materials, um, all kinds of things. So it's very interesting to read. I haven't finished it. It's quite big. I have read The Richest Man in Babylon, and that's a nice book. It's very approachable. If you're not good at reading books, but you're like, you want to try, The Richest Man in Babylon is pretty good. It's like a finance book, but it teaches you about finance through the lens of or through the medium of like interesting historical anecdotes. So that's kind of fun. Oh yeah, we've got some pretty good damage output now with this axe. It spins around us. This is really nice. Marry me, Reggie. This Erica Rose has been fluctuating between calling me like a race traitor and asking me to marry her, and I really don't know how to. I'm not acquainted with how to deal with that. Ooh, dual sword. Dual sword is very strong for this build. Adjacent weapons gain 50% attack speed when not moving. It's quite nice. Really nice. making me consider selling a bunch of things. I'd just have to sell this. I'm gonna put it on lock. I'll put it on lock and I'll get it next time. How much is this game, by the way? I actually don't know. I believe it's pretty cheap. Like, I'd be surprised if it was more than $15. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun. So the slimes are a real pain in the ass, especially when you're trying to stand still, because you kill them on approach, but then they split into two, and then they mob you. Now, I'm not gonna lie, everyone on occasion likes to, you know, have a good gang initiation enacted upon them, but sometimes, you know, we all have our limits, so I'll just say that. I just joined. What build are you going for? I'm going with the golem, so I'm basically just stacking as much armor as possible, with the hopes of eventually being able to stand perfectly still like a golem. Okay, how do I want to do this? That goes up there, that goes up there. Shit. Fucked her, bud. What am I gonna do? This? This works, kind of. This isn't ideal. What about? Oh, interesting. Yes, we can work with this. This will work. Okay, so now the dual sword is touching the cleaver and the halberd, so it's going to buff them so they attack a lot faster when I'm standing still. And then I'm going to put that up there. This is another halberd. Can't fit it. Seven luck. Yeah, we like 7 luck. The luckier you are, the higher your chance of being offered, like, really powerful weapons. So, stack your luck when you can. Is your name actually Reggie or not? You don't have to say your real name if you don't want to. Listen, I've had enough. I had a P.O. box for exactly 3 months. And in those 3 months, I've had enough bags, paper bags of semen mailed to me to know that it is not a good idea to discuss my real name, whether it be Reggie or not. Did you consume them is the question. Well, I'll throw that question back to you, to everyone in the chat. If you went to your P.O. box and you found 4 paper bags full of viscous, you know, would you consume it? I don't think that you have the tenacity to consume it. I don't think that you have the strength of character, the mental fortitude or resolve to consume it. And that, you know, that's why I'm built different. Think about the amount of nutrients. It's true, like, if I was, you know, if I was low on my macros, it might help out. It might come in handy. Guys, I don't want to jinx this, but we are definitely going to win this run. This is really shaping up well. Oh my god, I'm about to I can fill a paper bag myself. Look at this. Look at this. Dual swords. Great. It gets better and better. Oh, stomping boot. Minus 20% move speed. Cause explosion at the start and end of dashing. Yes. Yeah, we're buying it. Get in my inventory. Our move speed is now minus 52. Our attack speed is actually a bit lower than I'd like it to be, but that's life, I suppose. All right. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. Reggie Live, I am untying the noose. I've actually had people I've had people tell me or comment that, you know, like I was in a very dark place and I watched your videos and it made me feel better. And yeah, it's rough. It's rough to think that like all some people really need is like a retarded guy to make jokes about like harvesting organs, you know? Okay. Ooh, deck of cards, 10 more luck. Yes. We like this. We like this a lot. This is developing in a very, very good manner. Oh, this needs to have armor around it, and it'll do more damage. Assemble the armor around this. Okay, that's all I can do. This is great. 20% experience gain, but the enemies move 3% faster. Doesn't really matter considering we are going to be standing still the entire time. Power Fist. Definitely going to get that. What are these emojis on the right of the chat? Is this what YouTube streaming is like now? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about YouTube streaming. Literally, Sev, you missed it, but at the start of the stream, my voice was only coming through. There's like 200 people watching, and my voice was only coming through the left side of their headphones. And that doesn't sound that bad, but apparently it's like slowly driving them insane. Like it's a form of like Chinese water torture. Like some kind of sensory deprivation. It's really not good. I love the left ear stream. Well, you know, left ear stream does hit different, and like I like to think that the people that were here for the left ear portion of the stream and we have like a kind of a special bond. The normal people just wouldn't understand. Reggie, have you played People Playground? No, don't know what it is. Ooh, 20 range? Are you kidding me? Yes. Oh, I'm gonna get that fist eventually. I'm gonna get a good... Well, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Oh, red gem. It's kind of tempting, but I'm not a crit build. This is getting good. The game is starting to offer us some pretty nice weapons. We just have to get a little bit of lucky. Mr. Reginald, are you planning on participating in an act that is called a face reveal? Face reveal. No. Yeah, no. Although I tell you what, there was that. Oh man, I'm getting absolutely pieced up. This is really bad. This is really bad. There was that thing that Paradox did where they paid all of those YouTubers to play their game on top of a crane that was suspended in the sky. And I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have. And you had to be on camera, right? So they would necessitate a face reveal. I would probably have done a face reveal for that. Like that would have been cool enough to coax me into a face reveal. But barring such a cool event like that, then no, there's no plans on a face reveal, no. Wow, this is very dangerous. I know it's kind of late in the game to be coming to the revelation that this is dangerous, but yeah. Oh wow, we can expand our inventory 11 spaces. This is huge. This is a common Reggie W, as they say. Okay. Somehow I managed to pick the worst spaces. Okay, fist. We have a fist now. We need more lifesteal. That's what we are lacking lifesteal. And it's hurting us. This has lifesteal. Yeah. Ooh, a nice shield. This shield, like, explodes when things touch you. I like that a lot. Hmm. And some gloves to give us lifesteal. This is great. I'm gonna sell this. Okay, we now have how much lifesteal? 9% lifesteal. Or rather, a 9% chance to steal 1 health. Not bad. Okay. Oh, we are so back. Yeah, this is good. This is real good. We just have to avoid people like throwing bombs at us from a great distance, much like in real life. You know, that's a concern that you might have. And if we can avoid that, then I think we have achieved nirvana. We have achieved the stationary nirvana. Ow. This fist is quite nice as well. I'm enjoying it. My favorite insult in history is still smells like cigarettes and boiled piss. That's actually that comes from real life because there used to be I used to work in an office building and it was downtown. So naturally we encountered a lot of anomalous individuals, all of them homeless, and one of them his name was Big Al. And something that Big Al used to do, well, he did many things. For example, you would literally see him grazing. He was a homeless man. He had to be like 60 years old. And he was like an old white guy, and like one of his eyes was missing because someone stabbed him with a pen in the correctional facility. Now, one of the things he would do is he would graze on grass, like your lawn. Like he'd just walk up and start eating your grass, and then he would take these massive, fucking gnarly, like grassy shits all over town, and you could see them. Like oh, that's a Big Al dump right there. Because they were just like some distinct characteristic. They were really gnarly. But going back to the insult, you smell like cigarettes and boiled piss. Big Al, what he would do is he would piss himself very often, as you know, homeless people do this. But he had developed a technique for fixing the issue, for remedying it, and his technique was that he would come into the office building that I worked in, and between the front door and like the lobby door, you know, there's like that little tiny area. There was like some heaters, some just like some radiators, and he would hang out in that area, and he would sit on the radiators, and he would just boil, like he'd be covered in piss, right? Because he pissed his pants. But he would dry the pants while he was still wearing them by sitting on the radiator, and it would boil the piss off of his pants. And it created this like nebulized like piss vapor that just filled the room because it was a small little chamber. And whenever people would, just like normal people, would come through the front door trying to like get to the ATM or whatever, and they'd just be hit with Big Al's fucking piss chamber. It was terrible. It was absolutely atrocious. I've more than one occasion I've used like a second entrance to circumvent the gas chamber effect. So anyway, that's the story of how I came up with the line, "You smell like boiled piss." Anyway, it's time to buy a mystical skull. No cap. What do I want? What do I want to get rid of? I really want this item. I'll just put it on lock. I'll get it next time. Put that on lock too. Classic piss story, truly. Yes, I think we've all got a good piss story or two. Reggie, you should do a Q&A. I have done a Q&A on this channel, actually. But I mean, if you have anything, if you're curious, just ask me a question now and I'll answer it. Or maybe I won't. That's part of the mystery. That's part of the fun. I know I made this build so that I could AFK and like read the chat, but I'm just so hyper fixated on this. I really don't want to lose. I'm staring very intently at my character right now. Ah. All right. $5. Big Al's piss chamber is the 10th circle of hell. Yeah, man. You don't want to get caught up in Big Al's piss chamber. I tell you what. That guy, if he had a camera crew following him around, I swear to God, he could have like a best-selling fucking book, TV show, like whatever. He's really a strange individual. Will there be a No Moria Part 2? No Moria was actually such a pain in the ass to make that video. I love the game, and that's why I was like, I need to at least have one No Moria video in my catalog, but it was a real pain in the ass to make it. So I don't know. I'm not exactly rushing to make another No Moria video, but I don't know, if I get a really cool idea, like maybe. Reggie just wanted to say that I broke my leg 2 weeks ago, no cap, and you're the most comfortable YouTuber in the time right now. That's awesome. That's awesome. Not that you broke your leg, but that you're enjoying the content. Do you stream on Twitch? No. Time to sell this. Do I sell this or do I just try to fit this? Oh, I gotta try to fit this. This is the way. This is the way. Shit. Right, I'm gonna put it on lock and I'll get it next time. Reggie hired someone to break your legs. Well, that's what I was talking about earlier. I was like, as a YouTuber, you can't become complacent because, it's like the shark has to keep swimming or it dies kind of thing. And so I'm experimenting with this idea of hiring people to, well, actually, I facilitated the COVID-19 pandemic so that, more people would be indoors and so they could watch my videos. What I didn't account for is that my videos were terrible at that time. So, I'll get you guys on the next pandemic attempt, but until then, I'm just gonna be breaking your legs, making you homebound. Not streaming on Twitch is a blessing. Yeah, the only thing about Twitch is there's just so much more foundation. There's like so much more, like all of the cool like Twitch integration, like all of it. There's like mods and scripts that have been written. You can do some cool stuff on Twitch, but I think that the website itself is, I think most people would agree, that's kind of lacking. It's kind of fallen off a bit. We gotta fit an entirely new axe in here. That's gonna be challenging. I could do it if I get rid of this. I move this to there. Okay, this is, you may be able to do this after all. Oh my god, this is huge. Alright, now we have 2 great axes. And these things, they don't fuck around. Huh. Looks kind of good. Oh, Brave Spirit. No, that's not going to work at all. The shield is kind of cool. What about this? Yeah, this is it right here, boys. 3 vitality for every armor item. I'm going to put that on lock. I'm going to buy that very soon. Okay. The app that he likes does some illegal money making. Says very Nathan for You inspired. Yeah. I enjoyed all the episodes of Nathan for You. There's only a few clips that have been so awkward that even I couldn't watch them. I'm gonna try to catch up on chat. Hey, if I ever bump into you, how about I buy you a drink or something? I know it's weird, but it'd be a gift for making such wonderful content. I will only accept this offer on the condition that you dose me with Rohypnol, because then I'll have a fun story to tell for the next stream. Look at this. The 2 axes spinning. I mean, we're invincible. There's no counterplay to this. You're just losing. Oh, stay losing, skeleton bitches. Oh, okay, never mind. They're getting through. I'm standing perfectly still, and somehow they're still managing to miss me with their ranged attacks. Spectacular. Let me ask a question here. When your sleep schedule is absolutely ruined, is the most effective way to remedy that is it to like to go to bed really early suddenly, or is it to just perform like a hard like factory reset and just stay up all night? What's the doctor's recommendation? What does YouTube chat recommend to me? Because I'll literally do it. Drugs? Well, that's what caused the problem in the first place, man. What are you talking about? Factory reset? Okay. We got a lot of people voting for factory reset. This guy fucking loves the votes. Anytime I ask a question, there's just one guy in the chat that's like, do a vote! Just screaming. Alright. Best way to fix sleep schedule. Go to bed really early, or factory reset, stay up all night. Okay, so this is the question, and I'll take your advice. People love democracy. I'm happy to have cultivated such a fan base. More war crimes. Thank you, Blazing Cyclone, for $2. Appreciate you. You guys are so unhealthy. Everyone's like, stay up all night, pussy. You won't. Don't do the factory reset if you have epilepsy. It sounds like there's a story there. Lifesteal is good. Okay, it looks like everyone wants me to just stay up all night. I'm pretty close. Like last night I stayed up until like 5 a.m. playing and losing the playtest for Broken Arrow. So maybe I can just push it a little further. Pound some energy drinks and time it so you caffeine crash at the time. Oh, that's so smart. The half-life of caffeine is about 5 hours, so I could probably figure that out. Yeah. Oh, dude, I like I promote a lot of things on my channels. I have to be very careful how I word this. I like gamer subs. I genuinely like gamer subs. But they send me free samples, and I have so much that I almost I drank so much once that like my skin started tingling, and it felt like spiders were crawling all over my face. But it's so fucking tasty. I've had to hide it from myself. It's drink responsibly. That's all I'm gonna say. Just because someone brought up energy drinks. Oh man. Oh man. Actually, kind of felt like the first time I took pre-workout. The first time you take pre-workout, if you take a full scoop, you're gonna have a little ride. You know, you're gonna have a good time. Nice ad, drink gamer subs. It will feel like spiders on your face. Only the first time. You get used to it after that. Favorite flame? Oh my god! Oh no! It's a boss! Oh god! I didn't realize that was a boss. Favorite flavor of gamer subs? There's one called Soda Pressed, which it's like a play on. It's a portmanteau of soda and depressed, and it's pretty tasty. But they're all like they're all good in a general kind of way, but that is definitely the tastiest in my opinion. What if I sell enough gamer subs, I might have a chance to make my own flavor. What should it be? What should Reggie's gamer subs flavor be? It could be man milk. It should come pre-mixed. Instead of being a powder, it should come pre-mixed, and it's like a really thick slurry, and it's obviously white. Man milk. I like that. You heard it here first. I like man milk. 18 vitality. I'll take the range. The range is nice. Upgrade. Okay, so every weapon in my inventory is fully upgraded at this point. I'm really just trying to find some good items to complement my build. Thorn bracers, yeah. Someone donated $2. Buttered octopus tentacle. It's quite good. Not bad. Oh, I see thank you for the donation. I see the chat is blowing up with recommendations of boiled piss. Yeah, you know what? I hadn't considered that. Maybe that's the direction we have to go in. So most people voted for factory reset to fix your sleep schedule, which I'm not actually surprised by, because it's like that's the more fun of the two options. It's like, do I want to stay up all night playing games with the boys, or do I want to go to bed early? It's like, don't be a pussy. You know what I mean? $5. Would you rather be in a homosexual fan fiction with the Grim Cleaper or Grimgore Ironhide? I think doing it with Grimgore would just be something different. Because there's already enough homosexual fan fiction of me and Cleaper. So Grimgore would be, yeah, I'd take Grimgore. I'll say this, Cleaper is... I've spoken to a few YouTubers now And Kleeper is one of the nicest YouTubers that I've had the pleasure of meeting. I haven't really, I've, there's yeah. I'm not going to shit talk anyone, but Kleeper is definitely the nicest, or one of the nicest. Rar and Troopin are also, they're my boys. I like them. Sometimes we kiss on the mouth. Regis Maximus, do you play any instruments? I play like 5% of several instruments. I know like a little bit of piano, I know a little bit of guitar, I know a little bit of drums. And I do I have anything else? I had a phase where I really wanted to buy one of those gigantic Japanese flutes. They're like 3 feet long. I think they're called like a shakuhachi or something. And like you gotta hold them. Yeah, I wanted one of those, but then they're very expensive, and I was like, nah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, dude. Reginald, can you play me like an instrument? Yes, I will play you like a fiddle. I'll steal all your money, and in return you will get nothing. So I'm pretty confident in the standing still build, except for when we have a boss. I don't know what's going to happen when there's an enemy boss and, I just have to tank him. I'm kind of worried. We're gonna find out. But, yeah, floor 20. Is the fist not a weapon? No, the fist is a weapon. It's the big thing you see fisting people. It's got like a little like jet behind it, almost. It's the yellow blur. It's kind of hard to identify what the fuck is going on at this point in the game, but yeah. Watched your video on this game and immediately bought it. Yeah, yeah, man, it's a solid game. Do you have a current fascination with anything right now? I've been playing a lot of Tarkov. I guess I have like a fixation with that. But let me see. Fascination. Hmm. Not not exactly, but I do I suppose in a sense I'm fascinated with lol cows. You know, like Chris Chan, Boogie2988, people like that. Uh, it's it's such a strange ecosystem, the lol cows, and oh yeah, oh I see you're asking this isn't a weapon because yeah right I forgot about it myself. Yeah, upgrade it. Um, yeah, no, lol cows are a lot of fun. I reference them in my videos sometimes. The thing about a lol cow that's interesting is like what makes a good lol cow is that they have to be well, first of all, what is a lol cow? A lol cow is someone that like can't stop themselves from just being terribly stupid and like self-sabotaging their own life. And sometimes that takes the shape of someone like Daniel Larson, who's like literally just an insane schizophrenic. Um, but I don't find that very interesting because it's like, he's just schizophrenic. Like, of course he's going to like walk into an Applebee's and just start like slamming his head on the counter. You know what I mean? But what's more interesting is like Chris Chan. He was for a while like a relatively high functioning autist. And so with that, he had the ability to not be, he didn't have to do what he did, but he chose to do it anyway. And that's what makes it interesting to me. You know what I mean? So that's yeah. I think I'm interested in like the human aspect of lolcows. So it's you have to find a good balance of people that do really stupid shit, and then also people that they technically know better. This item would either be really good or it would get me killed immediately. It minus 5% move speed when I get hit. No, I'm not going to risk it. Oh, here we go. Hourglass. 1% dodge for each negative 1% of movement speed. Oh, fuck, I should have bought that item. So since we have minus 56% movement speed, we have now our dodge. Wait, what? Is this broken? %1 dodge chance for each 1% move speed. Minus 1% move speed. I don't know. Golem can't dodge? God damn it. Damn, that would have been really good. Thanks for pointing that out. Guess I'll just have to kill everyone the good old-fashioned way. Nice. Great hammer. Really good. Yeah, this is what I need. Storm Eye. Minus 10% move speed, but I get more attack speed for each negative move speed, and I get more range. We're just going to win. This is going to make us win. All right, let me catch up on this. My favorite Chris Chan moment is when someone put a bounty on Chris Chan's PlayStation for like $300. So Chris Chan broke his own PlayStation and nobody paid him. No, but that's even better than that because you're leaving out a detail. Didn't he break his own like I think Chris Chan, someone put a bounty on Chris Chan's PlayStation. They said whoever breaks it will get $300. But I think Chris Chan realized that if he broke it, they wouldn't give him the money. So didn't he like dress up and put on a disguise and put on like a balaclava and like he affected some kind of a fake accent to do it? And then obviously like everyone saw through it. It's just, yeah, I guess Reggie would like Turkey Tom's content then. Yeah, Turkey Tom's content is good. Holy shit, this is insane, bro. Holy crap. Oh my god. That was 2 bosses. We just downed 2 bosses. So, just to explain the power scaling here, we move really slowly, and the slower we move, the faster we attack. And the slower we move, the more range we have. So that's why these fists are flying across the screen like 3 kilometers away. This is unreal. How did you come to discover this game? I don't know, I think it was just on the Steam front page. What I need now is just more weapons, I think. Pretty revolutionary, you know, revelation. Like a god of weapons. Oh, I think I need more weapons. Yeah. Okay, we're on floor, I think we're going on to floor 19 now, which means second last floor. Need to find some more, need to fit some more weapons in here. This one's not great, but it's not terrible. It's just a weapon. I'll take it. Ooh. A nice claw. I'll take a claw. We like claws. The claws are especially nice because usually the claws are limited by the fact that they're so short range, but now that we have that range buff, it's, you know, all bets are off. Ida the Lord gave me $1.49. Thank you. Warning, Reggie can fist you from a great distance. Don't come any closer. Yeah, it's true. There's sometimes around very powerful magnets, they'll put like you know, you can't get too close to them if you have metal because it'll pull you, right? And so they put like a little bit of duct tape on the floor to indicate like the magnetic field. Same thing with me. Everywhere I go, I have like a little magnetic field, and if you come within it, you're getting fisted. Oh, the lightning fist. We have to We have the power fist, the flaming claw. Of course, we have to get the lightning fist in here somehow. I'll lock it. We'll get it next turn. I'm so heavy that every time I try to dash, I destroy the floor around me. Fantastic. Hot dogs or hamburgers? I'll say this. I'll say this. I think that the ceiling is a lot higher for hamburgers. Like, I think the best hamburger is better than the best hot dog. You know what I mean? I think that there are hot dogs that are better than hamburgers, but the best hamburger is better than the best hot dog. You know what? Also, I think recently I had a smash burger. I like those things. They're like crispier patty, kind of thinner. The empty segments in your inventory are violently assaulting my OCD. This is what we call exposure therapy. You have to realize it's okay. It's gonna be fine. Would you believe that I've been doing homework while hearing you spew insanity? Oh, I could believe it. And I'm curious to see, how that manifests in the homework. Just give me this space, yeah. Alright, we've got so many fists right now. Oh, this is good. This is really good. This is the last floor, so we may as well get everything we can. Some more lifesteal. More lifesteal. Armor. Just gonna try to fill up my inventory. Ooh. What is this? 1% move speed, 60% attack when not moving, 10% dodge when not moving, minus 1%. Oh, we're exquisite fan. It's game over. We win. Truly, this is done. Alright, I just have to sell something to fit it. If I sell this armor, I could fit it. I'm already maxed out on my armor cap, so I may as well. 5% damage. Bingo. Okay, we are so... I think we're ready. Okay. Gentlemen, what you're about to witness is greatness. This is going to be on par with the moon landing. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be really beautiful. Weird shit here, dude. Weird items. Is someone who is autistic with... Wait, what? Is someone who is autistic with age, you can learn to control your autism, and I feel like Christian could have controlled his autism, but was never getting the right resources to do so. Yeah, that's why he's the perfect lol cow. You know, because he had so much potential to not be a lol cow. He could have just been retarded. But then he cranked it up to like 45, right? Reggie, have you ever tried VR? Are you playing it? No, I've never tried VR. I think I've seen some really cool stuff. I've seen some, like, even for fun and for content creation, I think like that, there could be something to VR. All right, we're going in. This is the last level. We're standing still. Not one step back, gentlemen. I don't care. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I flinched a little bit there, but we won. I got a little scared when he was on top of me. But, god damn, we put a pounding on his ass. Fantastic. Alright. My throat is fucked. Feels like I've just had a train ran on me. So I'm probably gonna go now. But this was fun. Will I stream again? Yeah, maybe, maybe not. Will there be a schedule? Definitely not. You'll probably just have to wait and try to time it. You know what I mean? Um, are we allowed to talk about the apocalypse you came up with, where it's a bit of Yeah, no, that's probably a good time to end it there. Actually, Sentient Tree, thank you for the $5 donation. Appreciate you. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, guys, and maybe I'll go do my factory reset. All right, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. And yeah.